Hi, I'm Rob Dougherty, CEO of White Wizard Games. I'm here with Darwin Kastle, White Wizard Games Creative Director, and we're going to show you a new game we're super excited about, Sorcerer. So we're going to do a playthrough in a minute. Keep in mind, this is a prototype. The final components of the game might change a little bit in art or layout, and they'll certainly be of higher quality than these mock-ups, but this will be enough to give you a good idea of what play is like. Darwin, are you ready to battle?
Oh, definitely.
Let's go. So the very first thing you do in a game of Sorcerer is create your Sorcerer. That's done by selecting one deck from each of these three rows here. The first row is your character himself or herself, which has these tokens that go along with it. The second row is your lineage. This tells you which dark god you are descended from and which magical powers you have. And then the third row is your domain. This is where you've been training and where you've got minions and followers. So you select one from the first row, one from the second row, one from the third row, put them together, and that makes your deck. You can randomize which ones you get. In this case, we're going to be selecting. We've already determined that Darwin is going to get first selection, so he's going to get to pick one first from the first row. I'm going to get to pick one first from the second row. He's going to get to pick one first from the third row, and I'll get to go first in the game. And the second row has twice as many cards as the other two, so if you're doing a back and forth selection, it evens it out. Darwin, you can go ahead and make your choice.
So for my character, I'm going to choose Tegu. I like Tegu because he allows me to draw lots of extra cards, which is really my play style.
Yeah,
so
you love having a big group of cards to choose from. I'm gonna pick Zevrain. Zevrain allows me to play guys from my hand for a lower cost once per turn, and that can really help you get more stuff on the table. So I'm going to grab him. Okay, so now we're going to choose our lineage decks. So this is what type of magical powers you have. So we've got the vampires, the demonologists, the necromancer, and the animist. So Darwin, I'm actually get to pick first on this one. I like vampires. I'm going to go with the Bloodlord. And now, Darwin, you have second choice here.
Well, I do like vampires, but since you already picked them, I'm going to go with the demonologist because they use lots of flame attacks, and I really like flame attacks.
And you like burning up vampires. That makes
there you
sense. Go. Okay. So then finally, we choose from our domain deck, and you're first on this one, Darwin.
So this is a tough choice, but my favorite for this combination is going to be of the Forgotten Temple. So I'm going to be Tegu, the Demonologist of the Forgotten Temple. And I like the Forgotten Temple because it allows me to heal my damaged minions.
Yeah, that will be pretty nasty. I think I'm going to go with the Haunted Forest. The Haunted Forest will give me Omen tokens. These are really useful during combat because you get to force dice to be rerolled, and that can be super handy. So this will make me Zevrain, the Bloodlord of the Haunted Forest. So we now have our decks. We each pick our avatar, and then we are ready to play. This is a player board for Sorcerer. This is like a playmat which has the ability to track everything you need to know in the game. So on the left here, you've got your energy count. So you start the game at 6. You can gain energy going up, or when you play cards, you'll spend energy going down. Next, we have your action track. Put a bead here, and as you spend actions during the turn, you move these down so you can see how many actions you have left. Over here, we have the place where the Omen tokens go when you gain Omens. These will allow you to re-roll dice during combat. Then here, the player with initiative puts the fate counter here, and your deck of cards goes over here, and your discard pile goes over here, and then in the center, we've got little cheat sheet which helps you remember how the phases work and the rules of the game. Okay, so now that we've selected our Sorcerer by grabbing those 3 decks, we take the skill cards off the top of them and we set those in front of us. That shows your character's name, and it also shows you special abilities you will have access to during the game. I chose the Bloodlords, so I have the vampires. They have a special card which tracks their blood pool. This will give me special abilities I can use during the game, so I grab an extra red wooden marker for that, and I will track my blood as I gain it. And then the remaining cards, we just shuffle up, and that makes our deck. So your deck is automatically built for you in the process of selecting your characters. So we'll just shuffle these up and get ready to go. Okay, now that I've got my deck shuffled up, I just put it over here on my mat. At the beginning of the game, we're going to set our energy to 6, put your action marker at the top gold coin here, and then I'm going to grab a 6-card starting hand. And I have the fate marker because we've determined that I'm going to be going first. So this shows that I have initiative. And so I place my sorcerer onto any of these 3 battlefields. Now we're going to be playing minions on these battlefields. We're going to be doing battle rolling dice. When the battlefields, when we deal damage, if the damage is taken by the battlefield, you move the little marker up here. If you get the opponent's side of the battlefield to 12, you win that battlefield. We'll flip over this, showing the ruined side of that city, and whoever won the battlefield will put a control marker on their side of it. If I can control 2 out of these 3 battlefields, I'll win the game. Central battlefield is where I'm going to place my avatar. Now, you, the sorcerer, represented by the avatar, cannot be attacked or killed. You will be leading your forces in that area. You can use your special abilities wherever you place your token. I think the center battlefield is important, so I'll place mine there. Darwin, you can place yours wherever you like.
I'm also going to place my avatar on the center battlefield. If it's good enough for your leader, it's good enough for mine.
Nice. Okay, so now we each grab 1 omen token and place it here. These are used to force a reroll on an individual combat die, so those will be super useful in the later part of the game, the battle phase. So the game is broken up into 2 primary phases: the action phase, where we go back and forth taking turns deciding what to do, and then the battle phase where we fight. So now we're going to take a look at our cards and get the game going. Okay, so for my first action, I will, whenever you take an action, you just move your action counter down. So I went from 6 to 5 on my remaining actions. First thing I'm actually going to do is gain energy. So I can channel energy. I gain 2 energy. This will allow me to play bigger and more powerful cards later. Darwin, your choice.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want you to have more energy than me, so I will also gain 2 energy.
Okay. I am, now it's my next action. I am going to play the Voiceless Covenant on this central battlefield. I'm going to use, to do that, I'm going to use Zevrain's ability, which will lower the cost by 2. So normally I pay 4 energy for this, but instead I'll just pay 2. And I'm also going to use my Bloodlord ability, which says when I play a vampire minion, I can exhaust this card to gain 2 blood. So now I have 2 blood, which I can use for my vampire special abilities later, because the Voiceless Covenant is a vampire. And I was able to use both those abilities because I played this vampire into the battlefield where my avatar is. If I had played it in a different battlefield, I would not have been able to use those abilities. Okay, so I've played my guy. Darwin, you are up.
All right. For my next action, I'm also going to play a minion, and I'm also going to use my character's main ability. So I get to exhaust the skill card and play a minion from my hand, paying the costs, and this costs 5, so I'll pay 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you do, which I did, I get to draw 2 cards.
Nice.
So I'll draw 2 cards, which is course, why I
Yeah,
chose
so
Tegu.
yeah, Darwin likes to have lots of cards in his hand. Now his guy's a little bigger and nastier than mine. Mine has a 4 attack and 3 defense. His has a 5 attack. Also, his card has an omen marker on it, so when he plays it, he gets another omen token. Those will be useful for re-rolling dice later in the game. All right, so for my next action, I am going to gain 2 more energy, going up to 8. And Darwin, you are up.
Oh, you have a lot more energy than me now. We'll try and gain some ground there.
All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna spread out a little bit. I'm gonna spend my next action to play this horror over in this battlefield over here.
Okay, I'm going to gain 2 more energy.
Okay, so I only have 2 actions left, so I got to use those wisely. I'm gonna go ahead and play another minion in the central battlefield. This one cost me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm down to 1 action remaining, and this one has a wind plate ability. And there's 2 crossed swords in front of that wind plate ability. That means that it only affects that battlefield. Most of the time, when you play things into a battlefield, they can only affect the battlefield they're in. And this one says, wind plate, you may deal up to 2 damage divided among any number of minions. I'm going to deal 2 damage to that guy, so we'll grab 2 of these damage counters and throw them on there.
All right. For my penultimate action, I will spend 2 energy and play an Impulsive Zealot to the middle. When played, I may put a flame token on a minion, which is kind of flames is kind of my thing. So I'm going to add a flame token to your minion with the biggest defense.
Now, yeah, this is something that the demons do. They put flame counters on the guys, and those do a point of damage at the end of every single turn. So this guy is doomed for now, but I'll see if I can do something to help out. Okay, and then for my last action, I will play this parasitic goblet onto the daughter of Hecate, and I gain an omen token for that. Darwin, you are up. And I will. My omen's there.
All right. For my last action, I'll play another minion. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play Lucifer's Jester to the center.
Oh man, that is going to be trouble.
So Lucifer's Jester has a when destroyed ability that would allow me to distribute 2 flame tokens among my opponent's minions.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fire. Okay, so we've both used all our actions. Now we move on to the battle phase. In the battle phase, you start with the battlefield that's on the left from the perspective of the player who has initiative. So we'd start here in Whitechapel. I have no minions. He has no minions. So nothing happens in that battlefield. Next, we're going to move on to the center battlefield. In the center battlefield, the player who has the fate counter has initiative, so I get to go first. So I pick one of my minions to attack with. I'm going to go ahead and attack with the daughter of Hecate, and she has the parasitic goblet, which is, she starts with 3 combat, adds 2 for that, so a total of 5. So I'm going to get to roll 5 dice. And she has a tactic, which is an ability you can use when attacking, that allows me to deal a damage to her in order to gain an omen token. I'm going to choose not to do that, keep her alive, but I will use my Screaming Coast ability, which will deal 1 damage to her, weaken a defending minion. Weakening is a damage that can't finish something off. So I'll deal 1 point of damage to this knight, and that gives me 1 omen token. So I have 2 from cards I played, 1 from the start of the turn, and 1 from that. So now I've got 4 possible rerolls from those. So I've got 5 dice. I'm going to make my attack. Okay, so when you make an attack, whites on the dice are misses, skulls are damage. Your opponent gets to assign skull damage, and then the star is a critical hit. Critical hits, the player who rolled the dice gets to assign them. So right now I have 1 critical hit and 4 regular hits. Now I could spend omen tokens to reroll any individual dice, or I can spend my fate token to reroll an entire set of dice, but I'm only going to get to that once per battle, so I'm going to save that. This roll looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to pass to Darwin. He could use his fate tokens to his omen tokens to make me reroll any of these individual dice if he doesn't like the way this roll is looking.
So unfortunately, my best minion is near death, so I'm really concerned about your critical hit, so I'm going to make you reroll your critical hit.
Fair enough. Okay. So Darwin's forcing me, spent 1 of his 2 omen tokens to make me reroll this die. I'm going to go ahead and reroll it. We got a regular hit. That's pretty good. So I've got a lot of damage here. I think I can do, I really would love to get a critical hit, so I'm going to spend an omen token to reroll this die. No good. I'm going to try 1 more time. Oh, nice. Got that critical hit again. Darwin, do you want to stop me?
I'm going to make you reroll it with my last omen
Okay, let's see if I can get it again. Am I super lucky? No, but that is another point of damage. So that's a pretty hefty amount of damage. I think I'm gonna be okay with that roll. So Darwin, I have no criticals, so I don't get to assign any damage. You have to assign 6 points of damage to your side of the battlefield, and you can assign it to the battlefield itself, or your guys, or any combination of those.
So I'm going to put 4 of it on the battlefield and 2 of it on my Lucifer's Jester, because if my Jester ends up dying, it at least gets something for me.
Nice. Okay, so I've used 1 of my guys in this battlefield, and just like you pass actions in the action phase, you pass back and forth here as well. So I've used 1 guy. Now Darwin gets to pick 1 of his minions to attack with.
So I'm going to attack with the Knight Regent and use my Forgotten Temple tactic, and I exhaust this card to heal 2 damage from a friendly attacking minion.
Oh,
so
if only I could have finished him off.
Now you see why I fought so hard to
keep him alive. Yeah. No, it was worth it. It was worth it. And that minion has 5 combat, so you're going to get to roll 5 dice here.
Okay, so he also has an ongoing ability where I can discard a card instead of using an omen token to reroll a battle die.
So you can use...
I could have fought you even harder if I wanted to. Well, let's start with these 5 dice and see how that goes. Okay, not as good as your roll.
But still,
but
still solid.
Not terrible. I could discard a card. I'm out of omen tokens, but I could use this ability to discard a card to reroll 1 of these. I'm going to pass for now.
Oh, and I will... Oh, so I'm also going to pass. You get to assign the first point of damage, that critical, anywhere you want.
So currently, because of the Parasitic Goblet, this has a defense of 4.
Yeah.
So thus, giving 1 won't finish it. But I think 1 will go nicely here to go with the flames. So let's put 1 here.
Yep. My vampire has taken a point of damage. Okay. So now it...
Now you get to decide the next 3.
Yeah. I will attack with the Voiceless Covenant, and I'm going to use my...
What about my 3 damage?
Oh, sorry, 3 damage. We don't need to do that part. I'm going to take 3 on my side of the battlefield.
Makes sense.
All right. So for my action, I'm going to attack with my Voiceless Covenant, and I'm actually going to use 2 blood using a Vampire special ability to allow me to add +2 to attack. So I'm going to get to roll 6 dice here, hoping for a big roll. My blood's all used up for now. get more of that later. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have 2 critical hits and 4 points of regular damage. That is a pretty nice roll. Do I want to try and make it even better with an omen token? Sure. I'm going to re-roll the miss. See if we can improve this a little bit. Oh my goodness, very nasty. So I've got 3 critical hits and 4 points of regular damage. It's an insanely good roll, so I'm gonna pass there. Unfortunately, Darwin's got his Knight Regent has a special ability that allows him to discard cards to force rerolls, just like an Omen token could. I don't know if he wants to use it though.
I'm not going to use it.
Okay. I will use my. This is tough. I could kill off multiple guys. I think we're going to do 3 points of damage to your Knight Regent. That guy's kind of nasty. Knock him off the table. And then you have 4 points of damage to assign.
All right. I will assign it to the Regent's defense.
Okay. So,
now,
unfortunately, you've got multiple guys to go with. So you can go ahead and choose your
all right.
next
My
attacker.
Impulsive Zealot will attack with 3 dice.
Okay. Oh, nasty.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that.
I am not happy about that. I don't want to use my last Omen token yet, so I am actually gonna let that stand. Go ahead and do your damage where you'd like.
All right, I guess.
Oh, I forgot to when this guy has an ongoing ability. I gain a blood when a minion is destroyed, so I got 1 blood from that earlier. So I think I'm going to be gaining some more blood soon.
I'll put them here.
2, so I've got 3 damage on there. Okay, and then I have 1 point to assign myself, and that's going to go to... That's going to go to the Voiceless Covenant.
All right, now this first gesture is going to come over with 3 dice.
Yeah.
I'll let that stand.
3 damage. Okay. I'll make you re-roll that double hit.
Okay. Oh boy, that's not very impressive. Maybe I should re-roll one of those by discarding a card.
Oh, you lost that minion. He's gone.
Oh, good point. Good point.
That was a really cool special ability. That's why I wanted that guy gone. All right, so 1 damage will go to this guy.
All right, my flames are put out.
All right, and this card goes to my discard pile. All right, so we are all done with that battlefield. Now, over here, I have 3 dice. Now, Darwin doesn't have any minions in this battlefield. Normally, he'd go first because the person who doesn't have the fate counter has initiative on the flanking battlefields. But he doesn't have any guys, so he passes. I'll make my attack. Now here, a critical hit will count as double because I was unopposed from the beginning of the battle in this battlefield. So I've got 3 dice coming. All right, that looks like a total of 4 hits.
Okay. And I have to put it here because I have no minions.
Yep, okay. So I didn't end up using the reroll power on my fate token, but end of the turn, this passes over to the other player. So Darwin is first, and then we go ahead and start our next turn. First thing we do is ready all our cards in play. So we turn them face up again, ready to use. Then the person who gained the fate counter gets to decide whether we each gain 4 energy or whether he wants to roll an 8-sided die to determine how much energy we get. Which would you prefer, Darwin?
4 energy.
Okay. So we both gain 4 energy. Bringing me up to 5. We reset our actions to the top. We each gain an Omen token. Badly needed. Then, starting with the player with initiative, we're allowed to move our guys to different battlefields if we wish. Darwin, do you like where your sorcerer is, or do you want to move him around?
I'm fine with where my sorcerer is.
Okay, I am gonna stay put as well. Seems like an important battle there.
All right. For my first action, I'll gain 2 energy.
All right, for my first action, I will draw 2 cards.
Okay, I'll gain 2 more energy.
All right. Yeah, need more cards. Drawing 2 more.
Okay, for my next action, I'm going to play a minion. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play a Venerable Seneschal, and when he's played, I'm choosing an opponent, you, and you randomly discard a card from your hand.
Ugh.
If you do not discard a sorcery card this way, I get to restore 3 defense.
I just spent so much time drawing cards. All right,
All right, let's take this one. And
that is a sorcery card.
Okay.
So
that means I don't get to restore the 3 defense.
yeah, but you did take away my cool sorcery card. Okay, so for my next action, I am. I'm gonna gain 2 energy, going up to 7.
I will also gain some more energy.
All right. Play a Night Veil Hunter. She's a vampire. I'm going to use my Bloodlord ability to gain 2 blood, and Zevrain's ability to reduce the cost by 2. So I'm going to spend 3. That brings me down to 4 energy.
Okay. So for my next action, I'm going to spend 1 energy to play Demonic Ambitions, and I'm going to use that to get rid of your attachment.
Oh no. All right, well the goblet goes away, and my poor minion now has 3 damage but only 2 defense, so she is gone.
All right, your action.
All right, so let's see, I've got 2 actions left. I am going to go ahead and gain 2 energy, up to 6.
All right, for my last action this turn, I'm going to play a big demon.
Uh-oh.
So this is Mammon, and he's going to cost me 5 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to use 2 abilities. I'm going to use Tegu's ability because I'm playing him in to draw 2 cards. I'm also going to use the Demonologist ability since Mammon's a demon. And whenever I play a demon, I can put 2 flame tokens on a non-legend minion.
My guy is not a legend. A legend would have a little skull next to their name. This one does not. So 2 flame tokens.
Very flammable, so let's put some flame on that.
Ah!
All right, what are you doing with your last action?
All right, with my last action, all right, I am going to play another daughter. That cost me 4, and her special ability is going to be pretty awesome here. When played, you may deal 2 damage divided among any number of minions. So I'm going to do 1 damage to that guy and 1 damage to that guy.
And so that'll kill both of them.
Yep.
And when Lucifer's Jester is destroyed, I get to distribute 2 flame tokens among my opponent's minions.
Oh, my guys are on fire.
So let's give them 1 each.
1 each. Okay, so she's got 3 flame tokens and she's got 1. Bad news for my team. But I did reduce the number of guys you had quite a bit.
Indeed.
All right, so so Darwin, you have the fate. So you have initiative. So we start on the battlefield to your left. So over here.
Okay, and because we're on the fighting battlefield, you get the first attack. Is that right?
That is correct. And I've got 3 dice coming in. And forgot my omen token for this one. I'll just place that there. All right, so 3 dice.
I got one for Mammon.
Yep. So, all right, we got 2 hits. I don't think I want to do any rerolls with that. So.
Okay, so I'll take away 2 more defense from my side of the battlefield.
Excellent. And then it is your attack.
I have 4 dice. Sure.
3 damage. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to reroll any of those. So I'll take 3.
Okay, so now we're going to the center battlefield where I get to attack first.
You sure do.
So I'm going to attack with 5 dice.
Okay, are you going to be using your tactic there? Or?
There's no healing to be done.
So nope. Okay, good. I guess that's an advantage for advantage for me in this battlefield.
Huh. Let's see here.
Now keep in mind you have that fate token which you could reroll an entire set of dice with. I don't know if this is worth doing it with.
Guess I'm pretty happy with that roll.
All right, so you've got 1 critical hit and 3 regular damage. Yep, not super happy about it, but I will let that roll stand.
Okay, I'm going to put the critical hit here.
Okay, taking 1 and then...
you've got 3 more to divide up.
3 damage to assign. All right, we're going to assign 2 more to this vampire and 1 to the battlefield, bringing me to 4 damage. Okay. All right. Then it is my go. I'm going to attack with her. I've got 5 dice coming in. Let's see how much damage we can do. 1 critical and 2 regular damage. Is this worth any of my precious rerolls? I'm going to use 1 of them on this miss. Nice. Another critical hit. All right. I will accept that roll.
That's a tough decision. We got lots of options, but sure, that's fine.
Okay. I am actually going to assign these 2 critical hits to the battlefield itself, bringing it up to 10. If I can get it to 12, I'm going to win that fight.
All right. Well, I guess that means I'm going to put the other 2 on my demon.
Yeah. And I gained 1 blood when your guy was exhausted, so I'm at 4 blood there. All right, so my Darwin would go next. He doesn't have any guys, so I will, then it'll go back to me, and I'll attack. I'm going to use 2 of these blood to give a bonus 2 attack dice, so I'm going to be rolling with 5 dice. See if I can get a couple critical hits out of this. That is disappointing. All right, I will re-roll a miss. Oh! Do I want to do one more try? I'm going to go for it. Last one. Come on, double hit. Yes, double hit.
Well, I'll let you re-roll that.
I was great for a second. All right, double hit again. A critical hit. You're running out of good options.
I guess I'm gonna have you re-roll the. You have no more. Yeah, I'll have you re-roll the critical hit.
All right, come on, double hit. Oh, I miss.
All right, that's fine.
So painful. Okay, so you have 2 points of damage to assign. Boy, do I wish it was 3.
I'm going to put 1 here.
And one there. All right, so the battle is over, and at the end of the turn, everybody with a flame counter on it takes a point of damage for each flame counter. So that means 3 damage here. That is going to burn this vampire right up, and 1 damage over there. So that guy's gone, and I get the fate. I'm gonna roll this die, see how much energy we can get. So we prepare, guys. 2 energy each. 1, 2. We go up to 6 actions. And we each get an omen token at the beginning of the turn. All right, and so I am first again, and I am gonna use my first action to draw 2 cards.
I will get 2 energy.
All right, I will also get 2 energy.
I'll get 2 more energy.
I'll get 2 energy.
Okay, I will equip my demon with a butcher's cleaver.
Oh.
So this, for now, is giving him +2/+2.
Yeah.
And it has now a tactic that I can discard a card, and if I do, I can weaken a minion or draw a card.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play Coven Concubine. I'm gonna use Zevrain's ability to reduce your cost by 2, and the Bloodlord ability to gain 2 blood because that is a vampire. So I'm down to 7 energy and 2 actions remaining for me.
Okay, I am going to use my next action and 3 energy, 1, 2, 3, to play a demon. So I'm going to use both Tegu's ability to draw cards and the demonologist's ability to put 2 flame tokens.
I'm getting some more fire.
Those 2 flame tokens go on your new vampire, and I'll draw 2 cards.
Yeah. Okay, and did you remember your omen token for that ability?
I did not, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and I get 1 for the butcher's cleaver too.
So going down to for my next action, I'm gonna play. Corpse feeder over here. That brings me down to 4 energy.
I will get 2 energy.
Uh-oh. I sense a big play coming. All right. I will... use my last action to play a Voiceless Covenant there. Cost me 4. And I'll gain a blood and an omen token from the Coven special ability.
Okay, and for my last action, I am indeed going to play a large minion for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just have to decide where I want to play that.
Well, we got a fresh battlefield over here, undefended.
Although if I lose both these battlefields, that battlefield
That won't matter. It's true. It's true. But you got to win somewhere. It's,
So I guess I'm going to put him over here.
Okay, I'm overwhelmed. And that one gives you an omen token. You are ahead of the game on these omen tokens.
Yes.
Okay, so we've used up all our actions. We move to the battle phase again. Doing this battlefield first. Nothing there, so we go ahead and pass to the center battlefield, and I will. I'm going to attack with my Voiceless Coven, and I like using this blood for extra dice, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm also going to... I won't use that yet. All right, so I normally have 4 dice because my combat is 4. I'm adding 2 dice with my special ability. So I'm coming in for 6 dice. 4 hits. That looks like it would be pretty nasty for your side of the battlefield.
Indeed.
So I will go ahead and pass.
All right, I'll have you reroll this one.
All right. Come on, another double. That is not another double. All right. Well, this roll is no longer acceptable. I'm going to use up my fate, reroll all the dice. Unfortunately, including this double here. Oh, wow. A lot of damage.
I don't think I have enough omen tokens to salvage this battlefield.
That is an important decision. Yeah.
That's happening.
Okay. So passing. So you've got to assign 7 damage to your side of the
Kills
battlefield,
both
which
my
kills
guys
everything.
and the battlefield.
Hooray!
So congratulations, you're halfway to winning the game.
Okay. So we flip over the battlefield. We've got the ruined side of the city. I put a control marker on my side. If I can get a second one, then I will win this game. These guys are still available, but once the battlefield's flipped over, there's no more fighting. So even if Darwin had guys there too, we are done fighting in this battlefield. So we move on to the next. Battlefield. And Darwin, you're first on this battlefield.
Okay. I guess that I am going to attack with 5 dice.
Okay. Whew!
All right. I guess I will reroll my miss.
Yeah, okay. So I take it you're going to win over here.
So you can't make me reroll the whole thing, so
Yeah,
I might as well put the pedal to the metal.
And that is devastating. All right, so wow, that is just a lot of damage. Let's reroll one of those doubles. All right, well, I got a little something out of it.
Let's see, how do I feel about that miss? I'm going to reroll that miss.
All right, fair enough. And back to a double. Oh, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Wow. Yikes. Only 1 reroll left. I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to take it. Not good.
Okay, so I'm going to do one here.
Okay, and this guy has a when destroyed ability. I return him to my hand. I may then discard a minion from my hand, and if I do, I get to weaken another minion, which is a point of damage. I will. I'll choose not to discard a minion from my hand. Okay, so and then I have 2, 4, 5, 6 to assign.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I guess we're gonna. This guy's gonna take. Do I want to take damage on this guy? I'll actually take all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this battlefield.
Okay.
And swing back. Oh, and when a minion is destroyed in this battlefield, I gain an omen token from his special ability. All right, 3 dice coming in. 1 hit. Well, take 1. Unless you want to make me re-roll it.
I'll put 1 here.
Okay. Now it is. There we go.
4 dice coming in. Let's see. How do I feel about that? So right now, I'm gonna re-roll my miss.
Yep.
Okay.
We got 5 damage. I think it is. Let's re-roll that double.
I'll re-roll the miss.
Critical hit. All right. No more re-rolls. So where would you like your critical damage to go?
I guess I'd like it to go right here.
All right. So I have 3 left to assign. So I guess it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Nothing to worry about in this battlefield.
That's going great. Going great.
All right. So it's time to deal with the fire. So this vampire gets burned up, and this also takes another point of damage and gets burned up. Your hellfire is being very effective.
The way it should be.
Okay, so you now have the fate.
Excellent.
Prepare our guys. Gain an omen token.
And,
How do you want to do the energy? Do you want us to each gain 4, or would you like to roll the die?
Sure, let's roll the die.
All right, let's see what we
It's
get.
going pretty well for me with the hot die rolling recently.
7. Wow, we are fully charged here. Wow.
All right. So I guess I don't need to gain energy with my first action. So my first action, I'll.
Oh wait, we get to move our guys on the
Right,
guys
we-
to,
and we
and
should.
presumably we don't want to be in the.
So yes, that's a good question. I guess I'm going to put my guy here.
All right, I will join you.
All right, but then for my first action, I will draw 2 cards.
All right, I will also use my first action to draw 2 cards.
Okay, then I will play a minion. So I'm going to spend 2 energy and use Tegu's ability to play an impulsive zealot over here. It says, when played, you may put a flame token on a minion, but there are no minions at this battlefield. But I do get to draw 2 cards from Tegu.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I will. I'm going to use an action to move the Voiceless Coven over to this battlefield.
Okay. Let's see. All right. I guess that I am going to play another minion. That costs 2, and basically another impulsive zealot. This time I do get to put a flame token.
No! Why did you move, Voiceless Covenant? That was all right. Let's see. I will. Play another Voiceless Covenant here, gaining 2 blood and reducing the cost by 2. So this is going to cost me 2 energy, and I gain 2 blood.
Okay, I'm going to gain 2 energy.
Okay. Let's see here. I will also gain 2 energy.
Okay, so for my penultimate action, I'm going to play a champion. A minion, excuse me. And this time I'm going to use the Demonologist ability, because I'm playing a demon that I want to use that ability for. So first, this says whenever you play a demon minion, you can put 2 flame tokens on any non-legend.
All right, both non-legends.
So let's go ahead.
And 1 flame token already here. You could even do your guys if you wanted to. You want to spread the fire around. They might be cold over there.
So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 here.
Yeah.
And then I also have the Vengeful Baron's ability. I can either do 2 damage to a minion that is flame token or put 2 flame tokens on a minion. So I'll go ahead and put 2 flame tokens here.
Oh, so much fire.
Okay.
All right. I will spend an action. This guy has flying, so he can move 2 battlefields in 1 action. So he's going to fly over here, abandoning that battlefield to a doomed fate.
All right. For my last action,
Uh-oh.
I'm going to play Innocent Blood, and I'm going to choose to deal damage to a minion equal to the number of flame tokens it has.
Ah! All right, so that's 3 damage, and then I have some special abilities that happen when things die. Both these guys have when a minion is destroyed, including this one, gain 1 blood. So since there's 2 of them, I'll gain 2 blood. This is going to 7 blood. And then this guy has whenever another minion is destroyed, choose 1, heal 1 damage from this minion, or gain an omen token. I will heal a damage from him. This guy is toast. And then for my last action, I will play a Devouring Lurker here, which costs me 1, 2, 3, 4 energy.
Okay. So we'd start fighting here. You don't have any minions there.
Nope.
So it's looking pretty good that I can do 1 damage. Although you could try to use your omen tokens to try and help out. So with that in mind, I'll start with only 4 dice to tempt you. All right, I like that roll.
I accept your terms.
All right, at least
the battlefield is down. You get your control marker over there.
So we've each taken 1 battlefield. Then it's all about this battlefield.
Yeah, it's all about Whitechapel. Let's see what happens. All right, so center battlefield over, last battlefield. Let's see what we are going to do. I will attack with the Lurker, and I'm going to spend 2 blood to give it +2 attack. So we're going to come in with 6 dice. No damage yet on this battlefield. All right, I got 2 criticals and 3 damage and a couple misses.
That's pretty good. I'm going to have you reroll the whole thing.
Whoa, all right. Come on, dice. Don't fail me a second time. All right, wow. That was an improvement. Less criticals, though, but still a lot of damage.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so I'll use 1 critical on this Impulsive Zealot, finishing him off, and you have 6 damage to assign. I gain a blood from a minion being destroyed from this guy, and I will use his ability to heal a damage off of him.
So I will use, I'm going to put all 6 on the battlefield.
Okay.
Then I'm going to, actually I'm going to put, I'm not going to put, I'm going to put 4 here and 2 here because I have the healing ability I want to use.
Oh, very smart, very smart.
All right. So then I will attack with him so I can
Using your healing power.
heal him, yes. That gives me 4 dice.
That temple's been doing some good work for you. Oh no! Oh no!
I'm glad you don't have
What
this.
just happened?
I'm pretty happy with that. I'll allow it.
I'm not happy. Oh boy, that is all kinds of bad. We're gonna reroll 1 of the doubles.
Okay. I'll accept the critical.
Oh! Yes! No! All right. Okay, I accept your roll. I'm not happy about your roll.
All right. Well, so we'll do a critical here.
Yep, man down. And got a whole bunch of triggers, so I get a... I guess I gain an omen token because that guy can't be healed anymore, and I gain a blood going up to 7 there, and I'll destroy that guy on his way out using his special ability, which gives me another omen token and another blood. These guys are great in this this heavy conflict battlefield.
All right, and then I'm going to do a point of damage here with the other critical.
Yep, that guy is going to die in fire. All right.
All right, you've got some attacks to make.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to pour all this blood into maximum firepower. There's a lot of other cool things you can do with your blood, but I've just been turning it into combat dice. All right, Voiceless Coven's going to come in. I am going to use the Screaming Coast ability to do a point of damage to her, gain an Omen token, and weaken that guy, so 1 point of damage there. And I'll use 2 blood to increase my attack by 2, so coming in with 6 dice.
All right. No whammies.
All right, so I got a 2, a 1, so 3 damage and a critical. I think I'm gonna... Your fate's used up. Okay, yeah, I'll reroll a miss.
Yep.
All right, that's pretty good. I'll reroll another miss.
Yep.
All right. So I will pass there.
Sure.
All right. Critical to your guy, I guess.
Okay. And 2 through 5, I'll put 5 on the battlefield.
All right, up to 9. And then for my last attack, I will use 2 blood again, gaining 2 attack dice, so coming in for 5.
Okay.
All right, that's a double total of 4 points of damage. That seems awesome.
I will obviously have you re-roll the...
Reroll the double, yeah. Okay. That's 1. All right, I'm going to reroll a miss.
Miss, 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 miss.
Reroll a miss!
Miss, 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 miss.
Yo! All right, 3 damage.
So obviously if you got 4, you would have won the game on the spot, but instead I'll do 2 to the battlefield demon with 1 defense left and kill off my minion. So it's still looking grim, given that you are going to have a minion there at the end of this.
Yes.
Although the flames should take out your
Yeah,
other minion.
so that's it for the battle. The flames indeed finish off this guy. Oh, I did gain, when your guy died, I gained a blood and an omen token, and then when this guy dies, I gain another blood and another omen token from their special abilities. And yeah, it's looking very grim, Darwin. Let's see if you can pull out a miracle on this. So you are gaining the I gained the fate.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
So given that I have 3 energy, I'll choose to gain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for my first action, we each gain an omen token. Our sorcerers are obviously where they want to be. For my first action, I'm going to draw 2 cards.
I'm going to do the same thing.
All right. And then I will gain 2 energy.
I will also gain 2 energy.
All right. I'm gonna play a big vampire in this battlefield. Use Zevrain to make it cost 2 less energy, so it costs me 6. And use the vampire ability to gain 2 blood.
Okay. I'll use an action to try and move this guy closer.
He is closer. I'm going to use an action to gain 2 energy.
I'm going to move him all the way over.
He is there. I'm gonna. All right, 2 actions left. I will spend an action to play this guy. 1, 2, 3.
All right. For my second to last action, I'll use both Tegu and the Demonologist abilities to play a big old demon, Asmodeus.
Yeah.
Drawing 2 cards, and I get to put 2 flame tokens on any up to 2 flame tokens on any non-legend minions. So
He's a legend.
I guess I'll put 2 flame tokens here.
All right, on fire. Okay, so and you paid 6 energy. Yeah. All right, last action. I'm gonna play this little minion here, and 4 is actually the maximum number of minions you can have in a battlefield. So I have maximum guys there.
All right, for my last action and my last energy, I'm going to give Bernard here a cleaver.
Okay.
Oh, and I get Omen for that and for that. That might be important.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess this is the only battlefield left, so I get to attack first.
Yep, you are first.
So I guess I'm going to attack with 7 dice. And I'll use the Forgotten Temple to heal the damage on him.
Yeah, well played.
All right, so 7 dice.
Here we go. That's all of them. So actually 7 is the maximum you can get. Your combat can go higher than 7, but you never roll more than 7 dice.
Oh boy, I wish I had the...
Where's the fate when you need it?
I'll reroll a miss.
Yeah.
I'll reroll another miss.
A critical.
Okay.
So I'll make you re-roll the critical.
Okay. That's very disappointing. I'll re-roll a miss. That's disappointing. All right, take 3.
All right, I'll just take it on the battlefield. All right, my first attack, I will use the horror. I'm gonna use the +2 attack with the blood, and since I have this guy here, it lowers the cost of the blood tactics by 1, so that only costs me 1 blood. And I have 5 dice coming in. Oh, nasty.
And I can't re-roll any of it.
All right, we'll finish off that battlefield.
All right,
good game, Darwin.
Good game.